morning students. This is 12th standard botany video class, video 6. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson Classical Genetics. Dear students, I hope have you all understood the topic which was taught by me in the previous video class. That is, what is test cross? Test cross is crossing an individual of unknown genotype with a homozygous recessive parent. So, with the help of this test cross, we can able to identify the individual whether it is dominant, heterozygous or homozygous. That is the advantage of test cross. And also we have seen heterozygous tall test cross which are proving 1:1 ratio. That is heterozygous tall plant and homozygous dwarf plant. Another cross is homozygous tall test cross which are giving all are tall with the heterozygous. That is the advantage of test cross. Then we have seen that how tall plant which are showing how the pea plant which are showing tall and dwarf character. Molecular explanation is also we have seen in the previous video class. The tall pea plant which are having the allele LE, having the protein with the functional enzyme which are producing the gibberellin. So that the plant which are showing the tall character. Another one, the dwarf plant which are having the allele that is capital L E or small l E. Have the capacity to produce gibberellin. That's why the pea plants are tall. But in the dwarf plant, the two recessive alleles, small l, small e, small l, small e, they do not have any functional enzyme group called protein. So that the functional group unable to produce the gibberellin. Thus the plant are showing the height is dwarf. That is the molecular explanation of how pea plant which are showing tall and dwarf. Then we have seen back cross and its advantage. Back cross is a cross of F1 hybrid with any one of the parental genotype, whether it is dominant or recessive. So if it is crossed with dominant means that is named as dominant back cross. Whether it is crossed with recessive, that is named as recessive back cross. So this back cross is also showing different advantages that also we have seen in the previous video class. That is, with the help of the back cross, we can able to identify the heterozygous of the recessive back cross process. The F1 generation which are crossed with one of the recessive parent, they are produced dominant character but no recessive individuals. But in the next generation, that is F1 generation is crossed with one of the parental character, recessive parental character. They are showing both dominant as well as the recessive phenotypic character which is appeared in the F2 and F3 generation. That is the advantage of back cross. Up to this only we have seen in the previous video class. Today we are going to see the dihybrid cross. What is dihybrid cross? Dear students, Mendel has crosses with the two different character. So dihybrid inheritance is the cross of two separate genes with two alleles. You already know that one. Each gene which are having pair of alleles. In this dihybrid cross, he has taken two characters, different characters of the parent. So each gene having the pair of alleles. Dear students, see the diagram of checkerboard which are showing the dihybrid cross parental generation. So he has taken round, what is that one? Shape of the seed and also yellow color of the seed. So this is the one of the parent, round yellow, which is denoted as an capital Y, capital R. That is round for R, yellow for Y. Capital R and Y. When I are coming to the another parent, they are having two characters. One is the wrinkled, that means surunganad, opposite for round and wrinkle. Anga shape irukku, inga suringi irukku, wrinkled, vale valeva irukku, illa suringi irukku. Then the color of the seed is green color. So this is the recessive character, which is denoted as an small r, small y. So both of them cross together, they are forming the gamete in the F1 generation, that is capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. So the gamete which is formed in the F1 generation, all are round yellow. That means the dominant character which is expressed in the F1 generation. Dear students, now we are entering into the topic, that is dihybrid cross. In this genetical cross, Mendel has used two individual different character. Each character which are having the gene with a pair of alleles. So this dihybrid cross proves the other law of Carolus Linnaeus, that is law of independent assortment. What is law of independent assortment? Each different character of a gene having the pair of allele with a different character or a trait. So each different characters are joined together to form an hybrid. Hybrid means newly formed variety. So both the characters are segregated or separated, and also they are individually expressed in the next generation. That means a single gene which are having the pair of allele. For example, we have taken the shape of the seed, round. So both of them occur in pairs, that is homozygosity. It is denoted as an capital R, capital R. This is the one of the gene with a pair of allele. That's why capital R, capital R. That means dominant gene. Another one, the color of the seed, that is yellow. Yellow is also dominant character when compared to the green color. That one we already seen in the 7 contrast characters of pea plant table column. So yellow is the dominant character. That gene is also having the pair of allele denoted as capital Y, small y. So these are all the two different characters of, so one of the characters of the dominant parent. Likewise, small RR and small YY, that is recessive parent. The small RR, the shape of the seed is wrinkled, சுருங்கி இருக்கு, or wavy nature, வளைவளைவா இருக்கு. So the gene which are showing the wrinkled shape of the seed, that is denoted as small r and small r, which contains pair of alleles. Another one, green color of the seed. So that is also a recessive character denoted as small y and small y. In the F1 generation, now only I showed the checkerboard diagram. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. See, all the characters which are independently expressed in the F1 generation. And the F1 generation is crossed with same type of gamete. What will happen? They are producing the different characters of newly formed gametes. So, in this dihybrid cross, the different characters which is present in the gene of alleles, which are expressed independently at the time of meiotic cell division. They are not depending on other type of gene. Each and every character of a gene which is expressed individually or independently at the time of meiotic cell division, so that all the possible combination of factors can occur in the gametes. That is the law of independent assortment. Dear students, the law of independent assortment, which are showing the genetical variation, that means all possible combination of the gametes are expressed with the help of the law of independent assortment during meiotic cell division. And also all the possible gametes are produced with a different combination of factors. Then each and every alleles which are expressing the character independently, that is both mother character as well as the father characters which are occur in pairs are expressed in the gametes without disturbance, so that the chromosomal combination which are leads to the genetic variation. So எல்லா கேரக்டரும் தனித்தனியாக எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் ஆகுறதால they are joined together, that is fused together to form a newly formed genetic variation. So புதுசாக ஒரு காம்பினேஷன் என்ன பண்ணுது உங்களுக்கு உருவாகுது. That is said to be the law of independent, சுதந்திரமா they are expressing the character assortment, that is they are expressing the character so that they are forming the newly formed combination of gametes, that is both mother character, maternal character and paternal father characters are individually expressed in the next generation, showing genetic variability. So the independent assortments and genetic variation showing the importance of the evolution, the process of evolution. Dear students, we have seen the law of segregation, law of purity of the gametes and law of dominance we have seen in the monohybrid cross. That is, the alleles which are segregated separately, one of them only expressed in the F1 generation, the other one only which are expressed in the F2 and F3 generation. That is said to be law of segregation. but there is no newly formed genetic combination is not formed. The parental characters only expressed in the F2 and F3 generation. Example, monohybrid cross. But in the dihybrid cross, the alleles which are expressing the character independently and join together to form a genetic variation leads to evolution. So all possible factors of the gene combination is expressed in the F1, F2, F3 generation independently, which leads to evolution. And also genetic variability is also produced in this laws, that is said to be law of independent assortment. Dear students, the law of independent assortment deals the relationship between the genes. For example, dihybrid cross. Law of dominance, law of segregation is explained with the help of monohybrid cross. Likewise, the law of independent assortment, it explained with dihybrid cross. This dihybrid cross, which are proving the genetical variability, leads to evolution, and also it proves the relationship between the genes. Dear students, up to this we have seen what is law of independent assortment and also advantage of the independent assortment. Now, how dihybrid cross, which are proving the law of independent assortment, we are going to see in this paragraph. Dear students, what is dihybrid cross is an important 2-mark question. The cross is taken place between two different pair of contrasting character is called dihybrid cross. Di means two. So in this hybrid cross, Mendel has taken two plants with two different pair of characters or contrasting characters. That is said to be dihybrid cross. In the monohybrid cross, he has taken only one character or a single character, that is height of a plant. It is tall plant, dwarf plant. But in the dihybrid cross, he has taken two contrasting character of a two different parent, that is maternal parent and paternal, male and female. Okay. So what are all the characters he has taken? Color of a seed. What is the color? Another one, shape of the seed. So these are all the two characters is taken for his dihybrid cross. Dear students, Mendel has considered round and wrinkled is the shape. Round na shape character. Wrinkled means wavy nature. Another one is the color yellow and green. So these are all the two different contrasting trait or a character. Dear students, in the seed shape, round is the dominant character. So it is denoted as capital R. Then opposite to the dominant is the recessive character, that is wrinkled. It denoted as a small letter, so small r. Then next one, color of the seed, that is yellow, capital Y, dominant. The other one is the recessive, green, small y. Then he has taken pure breeding, round yellow. Pure breeding, round yellow parent is represented by the genotype capital RR, capital YY. That is, what is that? pure breeding of round yellow is the one of the parent. Then with crossed with pure breeding green wrinkled parent. So green wrinkled, the genotype is small rr, small yy. So during the gamete formation, the pair of the gene character is assorted independently of the each other. In the F1 generation is selfed, that is F1 into F1, they are formed the zygote in a equal probability receives one of the 4 combination from each parent. That's why I told you in the checkerboard, capital or capital Y, small r, small y. That is said to be the equal probability which receives 4 combination from the each parent. So 4 combination means what is that one? Capital R, capital Y. Okay, small r, small y. Then again, so first one parental 4 character, that is allele. Second one 4 alleles. Both of them join together to form a 4 combination without disturbance. That is said to be law of independent assortment. So all the possible characteristic features which are joined together and they are expressed in the F1 generation. Dear students, see the possible characters which are expressed in the F1 and F2 generation. In the F1 generation, they are produced capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. So all the alleles are expressed in the F1 generation, but the capital R and capital Y is the dominant character. So the F1 generations are named as round yellow. This F1 generation again is crossed with other gamete of same one, selfed, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. In the F2 generation, we are getting 4 different gametes, that is capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, small r. These are all the possible character with all the contrasting characters which are expressed in the F2 and F3 generation with a different proportion. So when we are selfing the F1 generation, we are getting 4 gametes. So these 4 gametes are crossed together. We are getting 16 gametes in the F2 generation. Out of 16, 9 are dominant round yellow, 3 are wrinkled yellow. Then another one round green 3 and wrinkled green 1. That is the ratio which is expressed in the F2 generation. So the ratio of dihaprid cross is 9:3:3:1. See the paragraph. The 4 gametes which are expressed in the F1 generation are randomly produced the 16 types of individuals in the F2 generation. The ratio is 9:3:3:1. That's why Mendel's dihaprid cross, which are showing the law of independent assortment, and also they are producing all possible probability of the gametes with a variable character or genetical variation. which are expressed in the F2 generation. So that's why the sexually reproducing organism in God and pea plant to human beings also applied. So we have get a different combination of the genetical variability. That's why Mendel's law of independent assortment is still using in the subject of genetics or in the field of biology. And the result of the Mendel is also propose a second set of generalization, so that we call Mendel's law of independent assortment. See the diagrammatic representation of dihybrid cross. First one, P generation, that means parental generation. First one act as a female parent. Second one act as a male parent. Then we have to write the parental phenotype, that is external character, visual character. What is the first character he has taken? Round yellow cotyledon. Okay, see the diagram. That is round shape and the color is also yellow. Then when you are coming to the another parent, that is male parent, wrinkled, that is wavy nature, and the color is green cotyledon. So these are all the two parent, male and female, that is female and male. Female is denoted as an dominant character. Male, which is denoted as an recessive parent. Dominant parent, recessive parent. See the diploid parental genotype, that is pair. What is that one? Round capital RR, yellow capital YY. So this is the dominant parent. When you are coming to the second parent, wrinkled small RR, green small YY. So this is the genotypic ratio of parent. Both of them cross together. See how the gametes are produced while crossing the different contrasting pair of the character. First parent is the dominant, round, one allele is segregated, and yellow is the color, that is also segregated. So now it forms the capital R small y gametes, which is haploid. ஏன்னா ஒன்று தான் எடுத்துக்கிறோம், ரெண்டு இருந்தது பேரா, அதில் வந்து ஒன்று எடுத்துக்கிறோம், that is the haploid. ஆனால் அங்கே பேரா இருந்ததால் diploid. That's why they are given diploid parental genotype. Second one, we have taken one shape of the seed, that is wrinkled or small r, then color is green, that is small y. So these are all the two gametes, haploid gametes, which is produced in the F1 generation. So both of them joined in pairs. அப்படியே joined ஆகுது. That's why it is named as law of independent assortment. Without hiding. Hide ஆகிறதே கிடையாது. Suppress ஆகிறது இல்லை. All the possible characters are combined together to form a genetic variation. So capital R, capital Y, small r, small y are joined together. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. That is the F1 generation gametes. So in the F1 generation, the phenotypic ratio, all round yellow cotyledon. The genotype is capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Then the F1 generation is selfed, that is parent 1 is the female, round yellow cotyledon. Parent 2 is the male, That is also round yellow cotyledon. That is said to be selfing. Same type of gamete are crossed together. That is said to be self-fertilization. Okay? So both of them are round yellow cotyledon. They are producing the gametes. So round yellow cotyledon, what is the genotypic ratio and phenotypic ratio? Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Likewise, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. So these are all the different alleles which is present in the genes. They are segregated individually in the F1 gametes. So this round yellow cotyledon of a female parent producing the 4 gametes. Likewise, the round yellow cotyledon of a male parent which are producing the 4 gametes. So all are similar only, but they are individually expressing in the F1 generation, which are haploid. So out of this, we are getting the 4 gametes individually from each parent. So these F1 gametes are crossed, that is male and female gametes are crossed. We are getting 16 gametes in the F2 generation. See, on the capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. It's from one parent, that is male parent. In the left side, we are writing the female parent gametes, the same one. Both of them multiply together or crossed together. We are getting the 16 gametes in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. How we can able to identify the ratio of 9:3:3:1? Dear students, the capital R and capital Y, they are named as yellow round. Capital R, capital Y. இருந்துச்சுன்னா that is considered to be what is it உங்களுக்கு yellow. அப்போ இந்த see the table column or a checkerboard, எங்கெல்லாம் capital R, capital Y இருக்கோ, that is considered to be a round yellow. See the first 4 gametes, all the 4 gametes which are having one capital R, one capital Y. ரெண்டு இருக்கு. ஆனாலும் we are taking as capital R and capital Y. So all the gametes are yellow. See the second table column. First one only showing the capital R and capital Y. So yellow. The third box column only again showing the capital R and capital Y. So another yellow. When you are coming to the fourth row, first 2 column only, box only showing capital R and capital Y. So that is named as round yellow. Then in the fourth row, the first box only which are showing capital R and capital Y. So count the number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So out of 16, 9 gametes are round yellow. Then second we are going to see the yellow wrinkled. How we can able to identify the yellow wrinkled? Capital Y with the small r. In the box காலத்துலலாம் capital Y with small r இருக்கு அப்படின்னு பாருங்க. So that is said to be what is it உங்களுக்கு yellow wrinkled அப்படின்னு நம்ம பார்க்கணும். பாருங்க, இந்த third columnல capital YY with small RR இருக்கு. இருக்கா? Capital RR, small RR with capital YY. Third row, third and fourth box which are showing small RR with capital Y. இப்போ first one நம்ம yellow பார்க்கும்பொழுது capital R, capital Y இருக்கு அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம். That is yellow round. Yellow wrinkle என்ன இருக்கணும்? Small RR இருக்கணும், capital Y இருக்கணும். So pair ரெண்டு இருக்கா? Then in the last row, third column, small rr y இருக்குது. So the ratio is what is it உங்களுக்கு 3, but color is what is that one உங்களுக்கு yellow, shape is what is that one wrinkle, சுருங்கி இருக்கு. The next one round green. எதெல்லாம் ரவுண்டு க்ரீன் அப்படின்னு பாருங்கள். அதில் கேமெட்ஸ் ஜீனோடைபிக் ரேஷியோ எப்படி இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கேபிட்டல் ஆர் இருக்கணும், ஸ்மால் ஒய் இருக்கணும். அப்படி இருந்தால் that is said to be round green. See the second row, second box column, capital R இருக்குது, small yy இருக்குது, round green. Then the fourth box column, capital R இருக்குது, small yy இருக்குது, green. Third rowல ஒன்றுமே இல்லை. Fourth rowல second box column, capital R and small yy, green. So how many number is there? 1, 2, 3 is there. That is said to be round wrinkled cotyledon. Then finally only one, that is small rr with a small yy. எத்தனை இருக்கு? Only one தான். That is said to be, what is that one? Wrinkled green. See, out of this 16, only one which are showing the recessive parent. Remaining 9, 3 and 3 which are showing the variability. Out of this 9 which are showing the round yellow parental character, one of the parent, and only one is the, what is that one? Recessive parent. The 3 plus 3 is the recombination. என்னது recombination? One is the yellow wrinkled ஒன்று, இன்னொன்று வாட்ஸ் என்ன உங்களுக்கு round yellow wrinkled, another one is the green round. That is the newly formed recombination which are proving the law of independent assortment with the help of dihybrid cross. So dear students, the flow chart of dihybrid cross is very important. I hope have you all understood how the 16 gametes which are forming in the dihybrid cross, and also how they are showing the variability in the ratio. Then how newly formed recombination of your genes are produced with the help of dihybrid cross, which are proving the law of independent assortment. Remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best children.